Back on my name. They claim they won't follow while I'm on my vacuna seat. Get what in the plate in leg a rig. Swag yalum swat this hella sick. You could swear I'm not got this better because I got lot of drip. I'm savage. Ngiskasi ang bogey igucci. Futhi ngidihlela mbitfo angithi ngisushi. Life is a beach and the beach is better than Gucci. I'm a savage. Ngimswati ngivunula ngelhi. Plain Rambo lives me, mhlambe goods I make it rain. Mina ngihlale game and I'm running game. I put fire on the records and you put respect on my name. They claim they won't follow while I'm on my vacuna seat. Ngedli in the plate in leg a rig. Swag yalum swat this hella sick. You could swear I'm not.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Roseka Similani. If you are new to my channel, welcome to it. And if you're already a subscriber, how do you do? Today we have the Taillerman Matfungane on the studio.
Hello everyone, I'm Taillerman from a game, Kampaten. I'm a fashion designer, like hire. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Today we're going to be talking about fashion. We're going to be talking about, fashion design as a whole, the industry, and if you are a person who wants to venture into fashion, what are the things that you should, look forward to, and what are the challenges that you might come across? Obviously, so every person's journey is different. So today we are going to be looking at his journey. There's a fashion show coming up. So do you want to tell us about that, maybe?
We're hosting a fashion show around June. So even he confirmed. Just we waiting for the date to be confirmed. And sub is in preparation, but around June we're hosting our second fashion show. It will be winter collection and introducing something for summer.
Okay, so what should the people expect on the fashion show?
We'll have a variety, because for now we're still growing Tailor. So go fashion show, there'll be different items that will be advertised there. Tobagune matches, the keeper, it will be like collection is summer, in terms of male and female, and then the collection year winter in male and female.
Okay, so is it like a one-man show? Is it just your collection that's going to be there, or are you featuring any other designers from around the area?
We're working with different people. Because for me, the aim is not to grow myself alone, it's to grow the people around me. So there's different people that I'm working with. Kuna Style, kuna Farah, kuna Black Fox, kuna Freedom, kuna Abuti. There's a lot of guys that I'm working with. Labarana, my friends around them, Yep.
So if there's like any designer at home who's interested in being part of the fashion show, do you guys have an opening? So if there's any one of you around Nelspruit, Gamesback, Hazyview who'd like to join the Taillerman fashion show, I will link his handles right here so that you guys can check him out and talk to him about it.
I do teach people if you're interested in this thing, I do offer special classes for those type of people. So I didn't go to school. I was given the opportunity by someone. So it's easy even for I to render the opportunity to another one.
Okay, so how does it work? Do they do you work on a financing plan with them, or you already have this deal, take it or leave it, this is what I'm offering and this is how you're going to pay? Yes. Or we negotiate?
No, we don't negotiate. It's more like going to UNISA and say I'm going to study for fashion. So at UNISA you're not negotiating with anyone, so why should you negotiate with me? Mm-hmm. Let's treat one another in the same way. I would say it's the value, because you need my service the same way as somebody needs my service. If you come and pay me, not negotiate, why when I should you negotiate into that payment?
So how do your classes work?
My classes are Monday to Friday.
Okay.
Monday to Friday. It's an all-day class. We do 90% practical and then 10% of the theory.
Okay, so do I need to bring you don't a list? Must say I wanna come and learn here, so you're going to give me a list of the things I must purchase? Or when I pay, I'm paying for everything?
When you pay, you're paying for the whole thing. I'll buy the material, I'll buy everything, and then I'll teach you, and I'll give you also the samples to take them home and show them what the progress you're making in terms of what you do.
Okay, so what is the duration for the course?
Oh, it's a month.
It's a month.
Yes, it's a month. So it depends because like I'm going to banana love slow learner. So sometimes we need to accommodate even those. Yeah, but I always say this thing, see, in a month it's easier for somebody to know the thing that they want to know if they are more dedicated in it.
Yeah, if they put in the time and effort every day.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so if you would like to learn how to sew, if you'd want to be like, a fashion designer and you want to learn, you can obviously come. The doors are open. You can come and talk to him, and then you find out more on what he offers on the course and how he can help you as a person. So now I want to ask Ne, for like a person who's at home and like I know how to sew. Now I just want to open the business. So what advice would you give to them as like a self-taught fashion designer?
Like, one thing in the corner is that you see, about opening a business is different than sewing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a part of, because like there's these people that are good in sewing and not good in business. So opening a business, you need to understand, you see, now you're no longer dealing with the sewing alone, you have to deal with the people. So you will be able to deal with the people and the different type of people when it comes to business, and deal with the different setups and the stress back on our business and the ups and downs, because the business is not always a straight road. You can see us as logos shine on social media. It's not always about shining. Sometimes we shine on social media because you want the customers to see what they want to see. This is because if you can show them everything that you go through, it can be a bit discouraging taking the business side. But if you have that courage enough to take the business side, you can wake up and dust yourself again and do it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, nothing is easy. There is no field. There is no field that is like, no, logo easy. Everything that you want to do, you have to put in the effort for you to be able to succeed in that specific field.
Yes.
Now I want to ask for someone who's working, someone who's like, what, I am employed and I'm in a full-time job, but I'd also like kufunza kutunga, but I can't be available, from Monday to Friday. I'll have to put in my own dates. Do you charge the same amount as a full-time student, or do you work out something with that person, that something specific to them in the schedule?
Yeah, like I can see the timing is different, and the people are also different. So if we figure let's say I'm gonna figure Saturday, Sunday, these are 2 days. So we need to wake up the payment plan. We'll have how many? We'll have 6 days. It's 10 days. Because the sales will be in 5 months. So it will be 10 days to attend. So we can divide the payment plan to say, okay, when I get 10 days there, and I go 10 days later, meaning when I'm off figure from Excel to Nzamam, I need to focus on you and leave everything that I do.
How do you now balance your own work to teaching? Because if you are saying a weekend we can focus on you from morning till late, and then now someone comes and they're like, I need this ASAP, I need this as soon as possible, but you already have a student who's in here and who's here to learn.
You see, sometimes I always tell people, let's try and divide time. You don't just come to me and say, I need 1, 2, 3 without calling me, or without informing me before, to say I'll be looking for 1, 2, 3. So I always prefer for people to call me first and tell me it's okay, I'll come tomorrow, I need something 1, 2, 3. So I can be able to know on my schedule it's okay, how many people do I have. I don't always take short notices. Because short notices, they end up actually thinking and explaining. So I don't go for no, it's not okay for me. I've passed that stage.
So they have to obviously order in due time to give you a chance, to work on it properly.
Yes.
Okay. So being a fashion designer around this hood of game, how has it been? How is the support? Are the people supporting you? Do you feel like they're doing enough to support you, or do you feel like they could do more?
Okay, before I used to feel like there's a gap for me, but for now I really see it's okay. I've managed to create a market for myself, because Laced Skwaard is not about people doing more for you. It's what do you offer to people so they can come back for more. So if when you offer them something more, they'll keep on coming. But if you offer them something continuously, they'll end up getting used to that thing, and then they no longer come back. So the best part about being in the fashion industry is you need to understand that everything changes each and every 2 months. Each and every 2 months there's something new that is coming. Each and every 2 months there's something new that is coming. So you need to align yourself with that order to say each and every 2 months there's something new that I bring into the blog. So the followers can be able to like consume it.
Okay, so what happens to like, fashion designers who are looking at a specific thing? There's like a fashion designer that does everything. That's like, I go with the trends. If this is in, then you'll get it from me. If this is in, you definitely get it from me. But there is someone who's sticking to one thing, like someone who's like, a specialized fashion designer, I only create wedding dresses, wedding gowns. I only create a specific item. So how do you think they can stay in business and stay in fashion even though they are sticking to one like specialty?
It's the market, like it's the target market. Because one thing in business, you need to identify the market that you want to go into and identify the type of business that you want to render to the people. So if Mine manager can say, okay, fine, because I'm a manager, I'm doing heads. So I've checked the market, you will see there's people that are doing heads, but if I can do mine better than them, I can be able to be the one that is selling better than the other ones. So even now, if you can do a wedding dress, make sure the wedding dress are more proper than the other people that are making wedding dress.
Okay, so what do you think about fashion designer collaborations? Do you think it's all like it's something that we should be encouraging amongst ourselves as fashion designers to like to stay collaborating, not necessarily to start like a whole thing together, but to like now and then work on projects together for you, like your market to see me and my market to also know about you.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing because you can't grow alone. In this space of fashion, you can't grow alone. You need people that will help you to get there. If I'm promoting your business, you're promoting my business on your side. Meaningly, on your side, I'll find customers. On my side, you'll find customers. Then your business will grow and my business will grow. So if we open hands for one another, we're creating more space for one another. But if we like be greedy towards one another, meaningly, if massively the opportunity. Meaningly, in access, alumni muntu sponsors okay, the lava bandu labana baneta and opportunity, then be able to come to us and then give us something, maybe let's like a good. But if not in a civil we the 5 years is always Australians out.
Okay, so have you personally worked on any collaborations before?
Most of my brand as a game, I'm working with them. And most of my brand as a game, Latin some bucket heads. Most of them, they find the bucketed scheme.
They find the bucketed scheme. And then also, like, I've noticed with you also, like, go to events and, push your brand there for people to buy while they're having fun and doing their own things.
You see, target market, it's the drinkers. You see, like, there's no people that have money than the people that drink. Than the groupies. So these people, they always have money. And when they want something, they buy it. They don't hesitate. So for me, I looked at it as an opportunity for me because most of the brands, they don't go to alcohol and sell. Because the banner language we see there's nothing much that happening. For me, my marketing, my business, so saseksen mabavuga labantu. Nanoma ngimbukisile lo muntu. Saseksen makavuga the first thing lebiyala engconeni yakhe ukuthi itolo ngisese India yathela. Kufanele ngene njani ngicale phasi ngimfonele. Because labo bantu labo akekho umuntu otsawa kakhohlwa. Yabo akakhohlwa umuntu otsawa because there's a lot of things lebatenda ketshwaleni and ukucocela tonke letolo umuntu atendile etshwaleni. So abakhohlwa labo bantu labo. So I focus on that market because that market it buys quicker.
I want to now talk about the ordering process. There are people who'd probably call you and maybe order something and then cancel. How does that affect your business?
Kala, it was going through a lot. It was too much for us before because if you order something and then cancel, meaning we've already placed your order, we already spent time on your order, we've already did your order. Then more cancel, there's no way we can take it because most of the time we're doing special orders. Final signal we have size 28. we make your order a size 28. Then if you cancel it, there's no other size 28 that we can sell it to that order. So when you cancel it, we're not refunding you anything because you did the cancellation. If when you do the cancellation, we give you the item that you made. Because when you already owe us, we no longer owe you anything. Because when you went, you took it to your Stripe, so now you're cancelling everything. So we're no longer owing you. When you're owing us, because you're owing us for the time, let's say you spend it on that thing.
Okay, so basically what you are also saying is that people should not go ahead with orders if a person hasn't paid.
Yeah.
You only start working an order after a person has paid for it.
Yes. We don't take a word of mouth and say because when I open a suit and then a suit costs 2.5 and open a suit, so we can't take our money and go and buy material in a suit. When open a suit, we call you, you come to us, and major you give us a deposit so we can go and buy the material and then come back and make it. Then after making it, we call you back, you come and fit it, my right. Then you take your thing, then you give us our money. Let's say.
Okay, so what would you say is the biggest challenge that you faced as a fashion designer since you started?
It's lack of funds.
Lack of funds.
Lack of funds. There's no other challenge that I've seen. It's lack of funds. Because the other challenges were there as a business. So I've accepted them. But the biggest challenge is lack of funds.
So
even
how
is still a challenge.
Lack of funds. So how did you still be able to run with your business and let it stand at this state with lack of funding? What did you do?
That to run we get, we put it back on the business. So we started without the equipment, without anything. So we've managed to buy ourselves equipment. We've managed to have the best equipment that we can use. So most of the money we've invested back to the business.
So if you say you started without equipment, what were you doing before the equipment? Like how were you running your business without the sewing machines and everything that you're using now?
We were outsourcing from other people. We were borrowing the machine from other people. Then we had to buy a new machine for that person and give them back, and then we started buying our own again.
Okay, so if you'd have a person coming to you and being like, I want to invest in your business, what would you use the money to do?
For now, it's more like creating employment. It's more like creating employment because for Manje, Tailor has grown to be like that brand as a game. So in the near coming future, it will be more orders on my side because I work alone. So I'll need 2 or 3 people to come and help me to make this thing work. But to push it to another level, to take it maybe the New York.
How do you market your business to make sure that everyone sees it? Because I've realized that a lot of people who have businesses, they don't really market anymore. A person feels like, if I have social media, that's me marketing. If I have a sign at the thingy by my doorstep, that is me marketing. I don't need to do anymore. A lot of people tend to market to people who already know about them. They keep on posting to the same audience that sees everything that they do. How do you go far with your marketing? How do you market your product to make sure that even people that don't live around here or people that don't have you on social media see it?
There's this part on the Facebook page or in the Instagram page that say post your post. So when you post the post, and there's an amount that you're paying to post the post. So when you post that post, it reaches close to 10,000 people that you don't have on the social. If when you have 500 people, it will reach each and every person on that 500 people, and then it will reach the next person on that other 500 people. So we're using that part to communicate with the rest of the world.
Okay guys, so that's it on today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned a lot, and please remember, if you do want to learn how to sew and you're around Nelspruit, Hazyview, the surrounding areas, you can definitely hit him up. I will link his handles here so that you guys can see how you're going to work it out. He is available to teach, and he's also available to dress you guys on your special occasions. So that's it from us today. Thank you for watching. We're gone.
It's a warning, itaneli bigi tshela bopikinini kuthi qala mina ingako ngihlala ngisebafatini beginning and feeling like ngimbini ngibulalisho wemcimbini. Call me Mr. Conflex ngoba ngigeza ngelibisi. Wemswati ubendana bantu. I'm a savage. Ngesikhathi angigqoki igudi.